Dynamics and the Air Force Flight Dynamics Laboratory are evaluating the merits of new flight control degrees of freedom in a control-configured vehicle research program. Flight testing is in progress of a modified F-16 with 6 new control modes in its computerized fly-by-wire control system and sporting twin vertical canards. Early photographs graphically illustrate this new way to fly. 3 of the new control modes are in the lateral directional plane. They're called direct side force, directional pointing, and sideways translation. The pilot executes CCV maneuvers by manually selecting a mode and then commanding it with lateral thumb force on a stick button. Canard deflection is automatically mixed with the correct rudder deflection to produce the desired control mode.
Selection of direct
Side force allows accomplishment of wing-level flat turns. Right thumb pressure commands the specific canard rudder deflection mix for this unique maneuver.
The aircraft nose
Stays pointed into the relative wind so that the pilot may observe directly the change in aircraft flight path. Selection of directional pointing allows yaw aiming without changes in aircraft flight path. Thumb pressure to the right results in a different canard rudder deflection ratio, and the fighter CCV heading changes about 4 degrees to the right. The flight path remains straight as the plane side flips. There is no lateral acceleration. Left thumb pressure reverses the directional pointing. Selection of sideways translation permits left and right translations at constant aircraft heading. In this mode, pilot commands result in the canard and rudder deflections necessary to maintain initial aircraft heading as the plane neatly sidesteps away from the F-4. After an initial acceleration, the lateral velocity becomes constant. The acceleration returns to 0. The fighter CCV also has 3 new longitudinal control modes. Fore and aft stick button forces command specific combinations of flat and horizontal tail deflection to produce either direct lift, pitch pointing, or vertical translation. Selection of direct lift provides instantaneous control of the vertical flight path. Aft thumb pressure on the control button commands down flight with the correct amount of up horizontal tail to yield the instantaneous increase in vertical force with no change in wind angle. Selection of pitch pointing allows pitch aiming at constant aircraft flight path. And thumb pressure now commands specific flat tail deflection to result in a nose-up attitude. Forward thumb pressure produces nose-down attitude. The maximum 3 to 4 degrees nose-up or nose-down attitude change is more impressive from the cockpit than when observed from an external reference plane. Selection of vertical translation permits gain or loss of altitude at constant aircraft attitude. In this mode, the mixture of flap and tail deflections results in height changes with no pitch attitude change. The fighter CCV and F-4 attitudes remain the same. General Dynamics and the Air Force Flight Dynamics Laboratory are demonstrating a new way to fly with the implementation of these new flight control modes. We believe that subsequent testing will evolve significant improvements in fighter combat effectiveness.